Fair warning and maybe a bit of a safety hazard for some of you out there, but no, you may not call me Kafir. So poops, you might be aware that I feel strongly enough about this issue to have made a police report on Fuad and Izzuddin, to have had a pleasant conversation with Mr. Fathan Haron, and also by the way with a certain Miss Azlina as well. So yes, if you think that I'm not serious about it or if you're tempted to try, then you can go right ahead. I'm sure it will be most enjoyable for you. But I will say that there is a reason why Kafir is banned alongside Parti Ajaran Sesat. I do have to say that has a nice ring by the way, for the simple reason that you want to avoid people becoming enemies. But before you go out and say Madani Barwa, I'll have you know also that it's not just the Dewan Rakyat. Do you know that even PAS went out and declared that hey, maybe you should avoid using this phrase, it is better to be that way. Kita mesti bertoleransi, although of course, everybody in their right mind understands that you shouldn't be trusting PAS. But yep, thank you for the statement nonetheless, because it's true. Now I'm sure some of y'all are going out there being all nah, it is said that way in our book. How can you stop us from saying something that is mentioned there? Yeah, shut up. You know that it's an insulting word, and if your parents didn't teach you manners when you were growing up, then let me tell you, you still have the opportunity to learn them right now. But in case, on the off chance, you actually don't understand what Kafir means, let me explain to you in the same way I explained to the police officer who took my report and directly asked me, what do you think Kafir means? When I told the officer, I said the word Kafir doesn't just mean non-Muslim, it comes from the Arabic roots KFR. And it means to cover, to conceal, to hide something. Doesn't sound a lot like non-Muslim, does it? When somebody goes up to me and calls me a Kafir, they are basically in the process of menghina. By calling someone a Kafir, you are saying that they are somebody who is covering up the truth. You are saying you are spiritually wrong, you are morally inferior to us. Semoga mendapat hidayah. Since when do you get to tell me what the truth is or is not? In a country where I have freedom of religion, I have the freedom also to accept what truth I believe. Your truth is not my truth. Lakum dinukum waliyadin. So learn the respect that your parents didn't teach you, and do me a favor and don't use it. Or if you want to go ahead and use it, then don't do it with non-Muslims. Do it amongst your friends who happen to be Muslim as an academic discussion, and there's totally no problem with that. But the moment you try to insult me with that, I'm gonna react, I'm gonna respond, and it's not gonna be pretty for you. And thus I reject your usage of the word. In the same way, by the way, that a lot of people on this channel and in Malaysia at large reject the term altogether. Now, you may find it interesting, by the way, that just the other day we conducted a non-Muslim only Kafir poll, and I asked what people actually think of this word, and 79% of us agree, it seems, that people who use the term should be reported and punished drastically. There's a nice little discussion there, so feel free to go right ahead and read through the comments. But I will say that the grand total number of people who voted as of a couple of hours ago was 460 people. Now I fully expect a whole ton of fake accounts with no accountability to go out there and start yapping. If you just have fake accounts, I don't care. I'll just silence you along the way. We're thinking here about real world behavior and stopping you from doing this kind of nonsense in real life.
So yes, it's time to normalize taking action when idiots like this try to attack.
Now this is not a joke, by the way. No, this is a direct invitation for those of you who have ever been on the receiving end of this word to go out there and make MCMC reports, to make police reports, or to do everything that you need in order to ensure that some of these people who want to play victim, who want to act like the word Kafir is not insulting, will end up realizing that the world is not so easy. These people, they seem to think that you can go out there and insult people left, right, front, and center, declaring to themselves that they are amazing, they are holy, everybody needs to respect them while they contribute nothing. Expect infinite respect. Expect that when they want people to stop using, I don't know, Alhamdulillah, or any number of other things, people need to comply. But when people tell them directly to their faces that this is insulting, they cannot understand because they are like donkeys who refuse to understand and will not understand unless unless it seems they are taught the hard way. Of course, we prefer not to teach people the hard way, so here's the hope that some of y'all out there are actually listening to reason, are actually understanding why people think that this word is insulting, so you can casually go out there and stop it. I'm sure, by the way, that there are some of y'all out there who are like, Allah, just learn how to ignore. It's okay. I'm proud of being called Kafir, apparently. But frankly, in my mind, that is extremely stupid.
It's kind of like telling yourself that you're ignoring somebody who is directly hitting you with your own hand.
Because whether you like it or not, the people who are using the phrase Kafir are out there to insult you and mock you, and that is how it's playing out in social media. You cannot be going out there and gaslighting me and saying that this is not how people are doing it, because it is. And if some of these people don't stop, then I don't care how many families are broken, I don't care how many people's egos are bruised, how many children are separated from their parents, and how many people end up going to jail, lose their jobs, and are brought into shame in our society. This needs to stop. And it needs to stop whether there's a Victor Tan out there saying any of this or not. I'm not gonna be around forever. I'm not able to make police reports on every single situation that you see out there, and if you agree, then don't make your agreement just some useless wish fulfillment. Oh, you need to make a police report, and then you write some sort of like super long and useless comment that I'm not gonna read out there.
Because you're lazy to take action and you don't dare to put your money where your mouth is.
If you feel strongly about something like this, you need to damn well learn how to be one of those people out there who can actually take action on our society, not hope that somebody else is gonna make a report for you. And if you can't, then just don't complain whenever people are going out there and insulting you, because you know what? You deserve it. Anyways, the poop, that's my piece. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. That's all to say about that, and bye.